to matchmaking than versus looking at, oh, I think this person and that person would be great together. Because sure, the paper might match up, but what your personality is like, what your inner,
Yeah.
does, are you two going to actually be able to come together and form a synergy? So it's not
Hmm.
just about the paper. There's a whole lot that goes into the process that I do. I spend roughly on average, I could spend up to 20 hours or plus trying to make a match. So yes, while I put in a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of effort for people who don't want to do it themselves, because I deal with multi-millionaire men, and it's not like they don't have the options. It's not like they can't go out there and get it. They just don't have the time. So I'm more of the
If they don't even have the time to sit down and look through that themselves, what makes them think they're gonna have time to be in a relationship with somebody?
because as you know, when you're dating, having the energy to filter through all these different women and having to put in that energy during the dating process, they don't want to do that. They want to get right to it, having to filter out all these questions and then figure out if the person is really true, the person is lying to them. No, I do all of that for them. So
I'm just surprised. Like, remember, I live in a predominantly like white area, and everyone's wealthy. And when I
right,
see
exactly.
wealthy men and I see wealthy women and the way that they found their boyfriend or girlfriend, it's usually some natural occurrence that happened. I just wonder, like, I'm gonna look into that because you're like the first matchmaker I ever
Let
like
me
talked
tell
to.
you, majority of my clientele are white, right? White men, white wealthy men. Um, those people won't ever tell you this. Some of them people won't tell you they utilize a matchmaker. I've seen some clients who post on social media who have
Why?
gone through me and made it seem like they've met organically. Same thing as when they're dating online. People will make it seem like they're dating organically because matchmaking is still kind of a taboo. People want to feel like they did it themselves and they did it organically, and they don't want to feel as if they needed someone to help them with it.
Okay,
So yeah,
I
I'm
see.
not. Majority of the matchmakers out here are white matchmakers. Majority of the clientele are white men and white
Okay,
Yeah. Hmm. That's interesting. That's
that
very
is
very.
interesting.
Let
That
me
is
go.
interesting.
Yeah, let me go and get Smitty. Smitty, you're on the air. Obsidian Radio with Sansaray. Go right ahead.
Respect to the fact. You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you right. Just
Just
fine. Go right ahead.
all right, cool, cool. Now, I just wanted to chime in on this real quick. I hope I'm not too far past
No, no, no,
the
no. Go
ladies
right ahead.
was
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
okay, cool, cool. When the ladies was talking about the hair and stuff and the makeup, so me growing up, all right, so my family, I have a Cuban background. I'm African American. I was born in DC. All right, I'm African American. I don't play all that Afro Latino, but I do know my background. So my point is that me growing up, I think the reason why I think something that wasn't spoken about that's very important is how men grow up. You know, these guys who may be like, all right, so for example, my homeboy, right? He loves the IG model look. That's his thing. You gotta be like Cardi B, Mega Stallion type look. The BBL, he loves that. But then come to find out, growing up, all his cousins and aunts wore that. You know, his mom, nobody, he never really saw natural. Me, my mother, full 68, thick, thick, full head of hair. My sisters, my cousins. I didn't grow up around a lot of unnatural things. And so I just wanted to kind of chime in on that when it comes to the makeup and the hair part. I think the most thing, I think the most important part about that is, all right, so one, let me dispel this. It's cap for dudes to say we don't like makeup and all that. That's bullshit. We do. We love it when you get dolled up. The problem is when it becomes excessive. Like if we're getting ready to just run to the grocery store and you got to go beat your face for an hour and not just throw something on so we can go get these eggs and bread and come back and make breakfast, that's an issue. That is an issue. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about do you wear makeup? How much of it do you put on and how often do you use it and for what occasion? You can't go check the mail without you got to do this. Like, nah, that's an issue. And that's where we start to look at the insecurities. You see, I dated a woman that she was Haitian and she had a nice head of hair, but she always kept permanent straightening it. And I'm like, yo, one day she got out the shower. It was kind of, I said, oh, that's you? It was like a whole nother person, right? And she went right in that room. I said, no, please don't. And I just wanted to comment, sister, you want to talk? I'm sorry. I'm just meeting you. I don't want to say your name wrong.
You mean Miss Sansaray?
Oh, right?
Yes,
Yeah, right.
yes, there we go. So I understand what you were saying as far as like at least on that part of they do what's easiest, because she's like, it's because she did say that to me. I'm like, why don't you leave it curly? She's like, because it's too hard to comb. I don't feel like doing all the edges and the grease and all of that. So she just straightens it.
It takes so long. It's
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying, as a man, I've actually had that experience. But yes, overall, that natural look, we definitely want that is very much true. I'm not saying dudes, we want the clown stuff and everything, but like if we're going out for an anniversary or something, like, so let me ask fellas this: if it's you all's wedding day, she's not to wear makeup on her wedding day? You see, it just depends on the circumstance and when it's taking place. Don't be excessive with it. You see, especially when you do have an overall natural, beautiful look. You got a lot of women out here who need that stuff because they ain't really got it. So if you know you got it, then I mean, fall back on that. And guess what? You get to save money. And we get to, so it's like a triple win. You get to save money. I get to see who you really are. You see? And I think it just makes a healthier dynamic.
Can you explain what excessive is to men so women can know that? Because when I say it, they don't hear
what
it.
I just said. I can tell you real quick.
No, I mean not the. I know what you said about going to the grocery store, but I mean just the visual, the aesthetic in itself. What's too much?
Perfect. So your picture on here, that's good. RuPaul, no. You should not look like you're auditioning for RuPaul's show. You should not look like the Joker. Look, I think we know. Like when they do like them super thick eyebrows like Bert, and you can see it's just a damn Sharpie pen. Yes, that shit. No, man, what are you doing? You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
It's that excessive, man. If you can do a little something and blend it in, and it just kind of makes you get a little poof, man, I love that, man. And trust me, most guys, we do.
What about the fake nails? What about the nails?
Not too long. Them raptor claws, hell no. They can't be a certain length. Don't make them I don't care what color you get. I don't care you want to put a little sparkle on it. Keep it at a professional. If I look at your hands and I say, ain't no way you can wipe your butt and not, nope. If I knew ain't no way you can wipe your behind after going number 2 and that finger don't slip. Ain't all the rapping in the world. So yeah, length. So if you get the nails, no problem. Just don't go overboard with it, man. Don't go overboard with it. That's all. You see?
Why do y'all care so much about a woman's physical appearance?
Because it's it's an evolutionary adaptation. It's Mother Nature's way of giving guys a quick snapshot into your potential fertility.
Because I always feel like, to me, men are lowering their standards when all they care about is what a woman look like. They don't factor in her character or her education.
That's true. That you're right, especially in a long-term mate. And this is a fact that when it comes to long